Hey guys, I'm here. Different style video today. I'm talking about Sonic.EXE The Disaster. One of my favorite games now. I didn't play it a lot on the channel, but I loved it. And I want to talk about it. If you don't know what it was, it was a Sonic.EXE game about survival. But this is going to be a slow video than my other videos, but there's a few things I'm going to go over. What was it? So it was a survival game. One player was the EXE, and they had to kill everyone. And survivors had to survive, except survivors could do things like stun the EXE, run away, and overall the game was just brilliant. It was one of the best games out there, and in my opinion, one of the best Sonic games. However, it got taken down. There's not much any sign of this coming back. I'm not sure who it was. Some people say it was Impersonator, some people say it was Sega, and some people say it was Game Fan. If you don't know, Game Fan is actually the person, one of the persons who's in charge of Sonic Speed Sim, which is another Roblox game. And it would make sense that they would try and take it down by pretending to be Sega, except they don't have the rights to Sonic, so they wouldn't do that. But the game, it was something else. The thing that made the game stand out wasn't that it was a Sonic game, it was that the game actually had love into it. Instead of just being used as a cash grab like what Speed Sim is today, it was actually just a fun game. It, it had love and effort put into it. Like games like Speed Sim is all about put this random character into the game. And I love Speed Sim, don't get me wrong, I love it, but it will never be as good as what TD was. The only game that I see being close to TD is going to be Outcome Memories, except I'm not sure if that's going to be as free as a game like TD. It could potentially be as free as it, but I doubt it. But at the same time, I doubt they actually would try and make anything off of it. I've got high hopes for Outcome Memories. I actually think I'm not sure if it will be free, as free as TD was, but it has a chance. TD is a brilliant game, though. It was definitely brilliant. And what's so sad is we could have potentially gotten one of the best updates in TD. It had a massive update coming. We could have gotten. Here's what we got. Here's what we got. So I'm going to say it. We could have gotten Sonic. We could have gotten the whole Chaotic. Yes, that's 4 characters. We would have gotten 4 new characters. New models for the characters. And here's a few extras. Knuckles would have gotten the charge jump. Tails probably got one of the biggest changes. He can now carry people, has 90 HP now, and he can also change his blaster into different, like projectiles, which it was really cool. But unfortunately, all good things have to come to an end. Except TD didn't deserve its end. What should have happened with TD was I feel like it should have just kept on going because the game never deserved to end. I could see. I mean, again, I'm not going to say that Sega doesn't have any right if it was them to do this. I mean, no one else that has a right except for Sega. Not Game Fam, not some random kid on Roblox, only Sega. But even, because it is Sonic, but still, the game did nothing wrong though. Yes, you had donations in the game, but that was like for a little bit amount of time, it wasn't even for that long. I just want to say thank you, Outlake, and thank you, Sonic.EXE The Disaster. Hopefully, now moving on. Do I think we will get this game back? The answer, I think there's like a 60% chance. I think we have a chance of the game coming back. The chance is slim, but I believe the game can come back. And Sega is getting a lot of heat right now. I believe on Twitter, although I can't remember which, it was a social media, and yeah, they were just being spammed by a bunch of TD fans. And it is kind of insane. Like, TD fans are going out of their way to absolutely just get Sega to acknowledge this. Like, Sega, is... I'm not sure if Sega will actually reply. Sega should reply eventually. I'm not sure when Sega will reply. However, once they do, it's going to be big. I think Sega will probably say something soon, since they're just being absolutely spammed. So, yeah. Sega is just... I don't know. I think Sega... Yeah, Sega can do this, but why? I know for a fact Sega isn't dumb enough to do this. Because number one, TD had like 100,000 players. A 100,000 community. Yeah, they had a community of 100,000 players. I don't think Sega would be dumb enough to annoy that many people, considering a lot of these would be Sonic fans. And for those of you saying they would do it for business, no, they wouldn't. What is the point of getting rid of TD? TD made no money, and also games like Sonic games, they only need you to buy the game. They make the high quality game, and then, well, some games are high quality anyway, like Frontiers, not in other games, Forces. I mean, but Sega doesn't need like you to stay on the game for a high amount of time. Like, why would Sega do something like that? Now, what are some games that you can play while TD's gone? The obvious answer is, of course, going to be Outcome Memories. It's one of the best games coming out. But for now, we can play Creative Chaos, which has a TD memorial event right now. And there is a TD roleplay game, which actually has characters that aren't even in TD, which is it's cool. And the reason why that one's still up and not the actual one is because, well, that game isn't made by Outlake. It's a remake, I believe. But yeah, basically, to see if I can put them on screen. But these may have been gone by the time I get this out. But yeah, everyone, that's what my opinion is. I hope this game comes back, but we can only just wait and see, and if Outlake says anything. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you, Outlake, and thank you, Sonic.EXE The Disaster.